Hi there, it's Chris Hamilton here with Sales Tip a Day, www.salestipaday.com. And today I've got a super announcement for you. I have a bunch of clients that I personally manage their LinkedIn accounts for to generate appointments and sales leads for them. And what I'm doing is I decided to open this up to my email list and close friends to see if it's something that might be of interest to them. So here's what you're going to get is with this, I do a weekly, it's a LinkedIn kind of appointment setting session slash coaching. So what I do is I put 20 minutes each weekend to have a Skype call with you to discuss, coach you through certain things on LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn, how to generate sales, and then also how to approach people. It's just kind of this digital referral process that I've created using LinkedIn. So, but the other side to this too is I have my staff actually managing this process for people. So what happens is how this works is we actually build a targeted list of prospects that you want to go after, and that depends on title. It depends on a geographical area, a whole bunch of different things. So we start to find the people that you need to be going after. Then what we do is we start to go through this list. So we build out approximately 800 to 1,000 people at a time that we want to be going after. Then what we do is we go through and we start figuring out ways that you can approach these people or get in front of these people. And so my staff works behind the scenes trying to pull all this stuff together. Then what we do is we start doing an outreach program to these individuals. And then on top of that, we start looking at targeted groups so we can get in so that we can build up introductions into people where you share a common group as well. And there's a whole bunch of things that happen behind the scenes that allow us to build up your LinkedIn connections, get a whole bunch of first level connections that are in your target demographic. And then what we do is we create a process to start reaching out to these people on a consistent basis. And one of the stats that LinkedIn has is that if you're reaching out to people on a consistent basis with information, education, and such, and this is your first level connections that are in your target demographic, they're 5 times more likely to engage in a conversation with you. So think about it this way. If you're sending out valuable information to people on a regular basis, then what's going to happen is when you reach out to them and say, hey, I'd like to try to set up an appointment with you, guess what? They're going to set up an appointment with you. Now, what I found is people also reach out to me and ask me to set up an appointment because of the valuable information that I put out. So one of the things we do is we take a look at doing the appointment setting for you as well. So my team will start doing the outreach, start creating this process, and start hopefully getting appointments coming in the door for you as well. So now let me just explain kind of my results as I do this. So what I do is, myself and my team on a daily basis, we're constantly reaching out to people on LinkedIn. So I'm part owner of an accounts payable software company, and I specifically target people in that niche. And what I do is I leverage a lot of my first level connections to get introductions to my second level connections. The other thing too is I also go after third level and group level connections, but that's another part to this. So what I found is when I reach out to individuals, depending kind of on the month, I get between kind of 37 and 42% of these people being willing to facilitate an introduction for me. And then what I find is that of that percentage, so let's just use roughly 40% of these people that I reach out to will facilitate an introduction. Of the people they introduce me to, roughly 50% of them end up in a phone conversation, an email conversation, or a face-to-face meeting. So why is this important? This is important because of the fact that Baylor University did a study that shows that cold calling is effective only 0.5% of the time. I'm getting a 20% connection on an outreach program via LinkedIn. So I'm literally at 40 times greater than the picking up the phone and cold calling. So if you're cold calling right now, just, this is a process and a methodology that can help you out. Now, here's the scoop. This service, I usually charge $500 plus a month for people to do this. What I'm doing is I've got availability in my calendar to be coaching individuals. And what I'm doing is I'm going to give this away at $300 a month, which is a significant savings, a 40% savings, but it's only going to be available for 10 people. That's all I can fit in my schedule right now. So it's only going to be available for 10 individuals. So the fact is, if you want to jump on this very quickly. Now, if you want to find out more information on this service, then feel free to reach out to me at chris@salestipaday.com. Or if you're in North America, pick up the phone, give me a shout, 403-630-1243. Take me up on this offer. It's one of the best things that you can do for your career to generate more activity for you. Thanks.